That dash dance. Make it rock this planet. Make it unapologetic. Take no prisoners. Play full out. If you're going to run fast, run hard, even at the risk of hitting the wall. Make it dash dance. Greatness is about being willing to be used to your highest level of possibility.
Won't you say it in front of Danny? Say it in front of Danny. I want to hear it when he comes.
Welcome, everyone. I guess I was on mute. Apologize for that. Welcome to our Tuesday evening Better Deals of Money webinar. I'm so glad you made it. Let's take a moment to see who's in the room. We got some people calling in by phone. Welcome Cecil Morgan, Christina Collins, Coach Scott. Welcome David, David Richards, FJ, James Burrow, Janice. Welcome Louis Kastner, Melissa, Roosevelt Barnes, Sahid Adam, Victor Anaya. Welcome, welcome. Well, whether you're brand new to BDM or you've already planted your flag in our growing movement, I want to honor the fact that you're here. You're not just watching another presentation, you're standing at a potential turning point in your life. Let me ask you something personal but real. Why are you here tonight? Maybe it's because the math in your income isn't adding up anymore. The bills keep piling up. The income isn't keeping pace. You're juggling needs, gas or groceries, rent or relief, and silently wondering, how long can I keep this up? Or maybe you're just tired of smiling through stress, tired of telling your kids, maybe later, but when they ask for something simple, tired of watching other people live the life you know you were meant for. Well, here's the hard truth that no one likes to say out loud. If nothing changes, nothing changes. Where will you be 5 years if you stay on the same path? Will you still be playing defense with your finances while others are playing offense and creating their legacy? Meanwhile, we have members that are on the road and in the background that are already earning major income and reclaiming their freedom. The only thing they did differently, they said yes. You see, every day you wait, someone else is taking action on the exact opportunity that could have been yours. The window's open now, but it won't be forever. And maybe you're thinking, I don't have much to give. Well, that's exactly why you're in the right place, because what you're going to see tonight isn't just about money. It's about a shift in mindset, a spiritual law that's been working for thousands of years. Give, and it shall be given unto you. Now, this isn't hype. This is a harvest. Just like seeds produce fruit, generosity, strategic, faith-filled giving produces overflow. And what we'll show you tonight is how to give in a way that creates a ripple effect of blessing, impact, and income, even if you're starting with next to nothing. If you've ever asked, how do I break the cycle? Well, tonight you're going to get your answer. One decision, one small act of faith, one moment of courage that rewrites the story for you and everyone connected to you. So let's get into it. Let's start building the future you were born to live.
The person who sent you this video is offering to pay $50 to put you in business. If that sounds interesting and you want to check it out, stick with me for the next couple of minutes. You'll be glad you did. I'm John Austin. Welcome to Better Deals in Money, or BDM for short. We're a private membership club. No ads, no hype. We grow one invitation at a time, just like this one. Here's what makes BDM different. Real products, real member benefits, real ways to earn. You can earn commissions from product sales, raise funds through private crowdfunding clubs built on giving and receiving, or even earn without making a donation. But in this video, I'm going to focus on the crowdfunding side, the part that could seriously rock your world. But first, let me show you why our compensation plan is the backbone of everything we do. Imagine designing the perfect compensation plan. What would that be? Perhaps something for the little guy, showing someone who's not great at recruiting how they could still earn an endless stream of perpetual profits. Or maybe a system for the masses, where a small amount of money leveraged correctly turns into a fortune fast. Or perhaps something for attracting the best team builders in the world, allowing them to profit not only from their own efforts, but from everyone in the company. Tough decision, right? Welcome to Better Deals in Money. We decided to do all three. Our hypersonic compensation plan was designed to be simple, superior, and super fast. It starts with 15 different packages ranging from $10 to $20,000. We have a three-sided maximum leverage plan. Number one, first is our high-powered coded unilevel, where everyone you personally refer takes the next available frontline position. Once they upgrade to any of the 15 levels, your account will start to be flooded with commissions. Payments from your front line are instantly sent to your back office wallet, regardless of your level. The only exception will be the payments from your second and fourth personal referrals, which pass up to your sponsor. This is an awesome feature because it means that all of your people will be passing up payments from their second and fourth referrals to you. Number two, 1x2 speed matrix. With your position at the top and two open positions directly under it, the first payment is yours. The second payment goes to your sponsor and opens a new matrix under your sponsor. This can happen over and over again, creating an endless stream of payments flowing into your wallet. As you upgrade to higher levels, it opens new speed matrices, allowing you to earn from up to 13 unique matrices simultaneously. Last, but not least, number three, our alternate fast track plan, a dynamic earning system designed for speed, simplicity, and serious momentum. Similar in structure to our 1x2 speed matrix, this plan sends every other payment on an alternating path between you and your upline. You receive the first, third, fifth to infinity, while your upline gets the second, fourth, sixth, etc., and the magic multiplies. Because your downline does the same with you. This means you earn from every odd payment, your team fuels your growth through their even payments, and your income grows as your team grows, fast and wide. But that's just the beginning. Upgrading unlocks access to up to 13 simultaneous fast-track plans, multiplying your earning streams across each level. As new levels open, so do new payment lanes, allowing you to stack commissions and earn from multiple phases of growth at once. This provides constant incentive to upgrade and grow, built-in leverage for every member, and is perfectly designed for viral team duplication. This is more than just a comp plan. It's your alternate fast track to financial freedom. All three sides of the compensation plan work simultaneously, 24/7. That means money is being deposited into your wallet around the clock. This provides profit and capital to upgrade, allowing you to benefit from even larger payments as your referrals upgrade to higher levels. To ensure long-term profitability and attract top leaders from around the world, $5 from each package upgrade of $100 or more, goes into our monthly top recruiter pool. This pool with no cap is split among the top 10 recruiters each month, offering new leaders the chance to qualify and compete. Think about that for a moment. $5 from every $100 upgrade and above from every Better Deals and Money member in the world with no cap. That means it could eventually be thousands, tens of thousands, or hundreds of thousands of dollars being split by the top 10 recruiters for that month. We catered to the little guy. Coded compensation payments even at levels they are not qualified for. A wealth creation machine for the masses. Triple-sided maximum leverage plan. Attracting and rewarding the best leaders. Leadership top recruiter pool. We have redefined compensation plans, aiming to create more members successfully earning money than any other project and fast. Are you ready to build a potential fortune? Ready to participate in the best wealth generation model ever? Welcome to Better Deals and Money. Prepare to move at the speed of success. But here's the real magic, our Pay It Forward system. It is designed to help everyone earn money from all three income streams in our compensation model. Imagine this. The person who invited you offers to pay your way into one of our clubs when you join the matching 1x2 matrix and fast track plan. You can choose any entry level, starting as low as $20, and your sponsor will pay for the corresponding club at whatever level you join. But for this video, we are going to jump right into the $50 level. And here's how it works. You join our $50 1x2 matrix and our $50 fast track. Your sponsor will pay for your $50 car club. You then pay it forward for others, helping them do the same, and you never lose money doing it. But you may lose sleep when you see how much money you earn. When someone joins your $50 1x2 matrix and your $50 fast track, you pay $50 to put them in the car club. You earn $40 from each of the three income streams for a total of $120. It costs you $50 to pay for the car club, leaving you a net profit of $70. Second person earns you nothing, costs you $50 to pay it forward, you're still up $20 in profit. Third person, same cycle as before. You earn $120, cost $50 to pay it forward, back to $90 ahead. Sound like a roller coaster? Hang tight because you never lose money and you are building a business that can pay you millions. Pay it forward for 20 people, you're $520 in profit, and most people never earn that much in this industry. And that's just the beginning. Now the real numbers kick in. With a conservative team average of just 4 members each, 62 people in your car club brings in $2,480. But truthfully, would you stop paying it forward at just 4 people when you're earning this kind of money? Not likely. What happens when you have 10 people who join? $9,920? Add the gas club, the grocery club, the cash flow club, the house club, and the elite club, $184,512. And no, it's not a perfect world, not everybody will get 4 or more. But here's the thing, some members bring in hundreds. If we go to level 6, you're now at $374,976. And some legs will grow 100 levels deep and deeper. The numbers from here get way too crazy. So if that doesn't keep you awake at night, log into your dashboard and play with the income calculators to see how high the numbers really go. Now let's look at your second stream of income. But first, let me give a disclaimer. Numbers in the 1x2 matrix may vary due to team members growing at different rates. Eventually you will pay it forward for 10 or more people, so let's start with 10 personals, and each of them paying it forward for 5 more. Your team grows. You cycle 5 times, you've earned $13,520. Want more? Add the 10, the 20, the 100, the 250, and the $500 levels, skyrockets you to $251,472. And here's the thing, people don't wait until they earn thousands before leveling up. It happens faster than you think. Follow the system and millionaire status is no longer a dream. If your team average grows to 6 instead of 5, suddenly we're talking $450,120. If cycles increase to 6, over $1.3 million. And we're not even counting the higher clubs that go up to $20,000. Finally, take a quick look at your third stream of income, the fast track. The best part? You unlock all 3 income streams by building just one team. And since it's hard for me to imagine anybody paying less than 10 people into business with this kind of money being made, let's start with 10 personals and an average of 10 through 5 levels. That would pay you $156,200. Join the 10, the 20, the 100, the 250, and the $500 plans, $2.9 million. From here I really don't dare increase the team average or go to the deeper levels because the numbers are off the charts. Cost to start 3 income streams? $100 with your sponsor paying you forward. Cost for you to pay it forward for 10 people? It costs you nothing, because your earnings consistently outpace your outflow, making generosity not just possible, but also profitable. We created BDM as a place where your giving becomes the gateway to riches. The core message here: you reap what you sow. You reap after you sow, and you reap more than you sow. Blessing others is your key to having everything your heart desires. Your financial future is finally in your hands, if you're ready to move. Grab your boots, lace them up, and get started now, because this could be your last best chance to build real wealth, live your dream, and leave a legacy. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the inside.
Okay, so I wanted to step up our game tonight because things have changed and we need to remember where we started. I had intended to play the 500 pay it forward video tonight because in the early days of BDM, we didn't even have a $10 entry point. Our primary focus was on people starting at $500 to $1,000 or more. And back then, the results were fast and powerful. We had members earning thousands of dollars within days, some as much as $15,000 in a single day. And now, as you just saw in our pay it forward plan, we're opening the doors wider. We're creating space for more people to participate. But I want to make something clear. Cost to start is rarely the real issue. Been many times in my career when I've been promoting, say, $100 program, and somebody tells me I don't have $100. I call them back a week later, and they've just put $1,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 into a program because they could see the potential. It wasn't so. Cost was not the real issue. When people see a serious income opportunity, they find the money. They borrow it, they sell something, they prioritize it because the potential is that real. It's not about what's affordable, it's about what's possible. One of our members just joined under the new Pay It Forward strategy, and they've already making waves. The energy is real, the momentum is building. They're doing the $500 plan. We're going to be hearing some exciting stories about that in the not too distant future. So tonight, I challenge you to think bigger, not just about how low someone can start, but how high can they go? It's easier to start higher and then go down than it is to scale up after you offer a $10 program. But how quickly can they get there, and how quickly can they commit? Let's build with intention. Let's build like we did in the beginning, but now with even more wisdom, structure, and opportunity than ever before. So again, I apologize. I got the wrong video. I encourage you to go to your website, watch the $500 video, because it's as easy to talk to people about one as it is the other, and you can always come down. But let's shift gears and talk about crypto for a moment. One of the reasons I created BDM was to help everyday people earn money fast enough to get in front of the next big wealth wave, cryptocurrency. Now, here's something you may already know. In the last 15 years, crypto has created more millionaires and billionaires than the last 150 years of traditional finance combined. Think about that. And yet, most people missed the first wave. Well, let me give you a quick reality check. When I first heard about Bitcoin, it was trading for just 5 cents. If I had invested just $100 back then, that investment would be worth over $234 million today. Ethereum didn't even exist at that time, but people ignored both. Why? Because they thought it was too risky, too confusing, too new. And there are some people still think that they don't want to go through that little learning curve that it takes to set up a wallet and transfer some money and get started. But truthfully, it's no more difficult than operating your bank account. And now Bitcoin has crossed $118,000. Ethereum launched an entirely new trillion-dollar digital economy. And the people who said yes early, they changed their lives forever. They weren't financial geniuses. They were just simply early. They acted before the world caught on. Well, here's where it gets exciting. The second wave is already here. Right now, only 4% of the world owns any crypto at all, but economists predict that number will grow to 10% or more in the next 18 months. And this time, it's not just about buying crypto, it's about participating in the new financial system. That's where BDM gives you a massive advantage. We pay commissions in USDT, a stable cryptocurrency that's pegged to the US dollar. And once you have USDT, the doors fly open. You can convert it to Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any altcoin you believe in, and you can send it straight to your bank account. Or you can grow it through DeFi, decentralized finance, and start building serious wealth. There are also options right now where you can put your crypto on a credit card and spend your crypto, buying your cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Here are a few concise reasons why Flare, we talked a lot about Flare in the beginning, might be considered a solid long-term investment. Number one, it has a strong utility as an interoperable smart contract platform. There are many blockchains out there that don't have smart contracts. And so Flare gives them the ability to build their smart contracts on their blockchain. So Flare is the layer one blockchain built to bring Ethereum style smart contracts and decentralized services to blockchain ecosystems like XRP, Bitcoin, Dogecoin via its FA assets protocol and native Oracle infrastructure. And I mean, there's a ton of information out there. You can read this on Forbes, on 15 Coin DCX, on 15 Trading View. The information is prolific if you just want to go look for it. But this interoperability positions it uniquely in the evolving cross-chain DeFi landscape. It's a significant token staking and deflationary mechanics. Over 70% of Flare supply is currently being staked, and that gives it a strong community commitment and reducing circulation supply over time. Meanwhile, regular token burns, they're burning 4,000 to 7,000 Flare daily, slowly tightening the supply and potentially supporting price appreciation. It launches real world asset tokenization. So the rollout of F Assets protocol opens a door for tokenized real world assets, potentially including equities, bonds, commodities, to live on the Flare network. And if adoption grows, Flare's ecosystem value could expand significantly. And that's just a few of the reasons that you might want to invest in Flare. Right now, it's about 2.5 cents last time that I looked. Remember when I had a chance to buy Bitcoin, it was a nickel. Well, Bitcoin became a real world asset. It has uses, gives the people ability to transfer large amounts of money cross border from one end of the world to the other, in almost instantaneously. And so Flare not only gives you that ability, but a lot of other abilities too. So long term, I think it's a good investment. It's not the only one out there, but I definitely put $100, maybe even, whatever you think you can afford. I definitely look at getting some of that crypto right away. So BDM isn't just about helping you make money. We're helping you build generational wealth. And don't worry, you don't have to be a crypto expert. If you can use your phone, you can use crypto, and we'll guide you step by step. But let's go ahead and open it up for questions and answers. All right. You now have the ability to unmute if you would like to ask a question. You can also raise your hand if you want to do that. Don't tell me I answered all your questions. All right. Well, that's great. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. If I had had an opportunity like this, during my 60 years in this industry, believe me, I wouldn't be here today. Christina.
Hi. Does it matter which of the three matrices the different videos indicate different ones, the unilevel or the 1x2 matrix, or in this case, it mentioned the car club. Is there a definite reason for choosing one over the other?
Yes. And the reason would be like I mentioned, if you come in with a bigger offer to begin with, you can always step down to those others. And that's the only difference is entry level. If someone can afford to come in, at $20, they come in for two of the clubs and you buy the third, you pay for the third. So if you set this up where you're paying one third of their entry and they turn around and do the same thing and pay one third of the entry for the people that they bring in, what that does is it gives people three entry points. It's going to give them three $10 clubs or three $20 or three $50 or three $250, three $500, whatever level that that you're promoting. The difference is if you're promoting the bigger levels, you're really going to attract people that are, they're more awake. They're more able to see an opportunity, and when they grab onto it, they're more apt to do something with it. Somebody that's going to put in $1,000 and you pay the 500, to put them in the third club, in the elite club, those people are 10 times more apt to do something. Number one, they've got skin in the game. Number one, they have a bigger vision, they see a bigger picture, and they're going to promote the same thing. So the snowball, you start with a much bigger snowball rolling down the mountain to create that avalanche of income coming in.
Right, right. But as far as the way this pay out, as
Are you
far as the way,
asking? Are you asking if somebody comes in at the car club, the $50 level, can they promote the 500? Absolutely.
okay,
If they come in the 500, can they promote? Okay, they're promoting. Say you come in and you're promoting the 500, and somebody says, "Well, Christina, I can't afford 500, but I could certainly do 100, or I could certainly do 250." No problem. So they buy the 250 1x2 at the 250 fast track. You pay them into the house club, the $250 house club, and the name really doesn't matter because it's all cash. It's just that some people they may be wanting to purchase a house. And so they're introduced to the house club and they say, wow, this is a way that we could raise money to get that house, that dream house we're looking at. And so it's that extra little emotional value. Somebody
okay,
may need to buy a new car. For example, one of our guys, Brian in Australia, that was his goal. Uh, he needs a new car or wants a new car, whichever. And so he's doing this to get that new car.
but
And
as far
so
as the way the matrices pay out, they all work the same way.
they all work the same way. Yeah.
And I guess I would, for some reason, I don't know. For some reason, I thought that some of them, the payment goes up to the second and the fourth only, and in some of the matrices, it seems like it goes to the second, the fourth, and the sixth. So I was trying to figure out the difference between them.
Okay. So you have the same structure in every one of the clubs. So
Uh-huh.
the $10 club has three different pay plans, but that pay plan is exactly the same as the pay plan for the 20, the 50, the 100, so on. Okay.
Right.
So you have three pay plans in each one.
Uh-huh.
And what that does is it's going to triple your income or more with the same number of people than if you just had one pay plan. And then you also have the fact that some people they're more in tune with one pay plan as opposed to another one. They really get excited about one of them. So the other
Right,
two are
like
just are just
exactly.
are just kind of like gravy. Okay, so they're building for that one, but the extra money they earn from the other two, it's just it's icing on the cake.
I see. Okay. Thank you. I
Hmm.
just I get into the detail of it, so
Sure.
I just wanted to
What
share.
what I would
Thanks.
do, what I would do, Christina, is I would just lock onto one of them and
Hmm.
run with it. And like I said, if you start bigger, it's easy to go down. Because if somebody sees, let's say that it's you that is you're the one that's looking at it, okay?
Well, say I want to promote travel, for example.
Hmm.
Would that be a good matrix then to use, or a good club to use that one as well?
You can. The only thing with the travel is we don't have a corresponding 1x2 or fast track. So travel is kind of standalone, but it's a great one. You see, travel
Yeah.
is what a $9 trillion industry or something like that, all told. So people are traveling all the time, and people have made fantastic money just promoting travel. So,
Okay.
if you're a travel buff, and especially if you're out there taking the cruises and going on vacation and whatnot, you're rubbing shoulders with people and you're talking about, well, what do you do? Well, I help people save money on their travel.
Oh,
I could probably save you money on your next vacation. Well, yeah, I would love to take a look. What have you got? You see
right.
how that works. So if if you're again you're needing a new car. And let's say you went to the car dealer and the salesman there happened to be a member of BDM and they hand you a card showing you how you could raise money to buy that, pay cash for that new car. You take the card, you go home, you log into the website, and that looks interesting to you. And you say, wow, if I could just share this with some other people, we could get that new car.
Oh,
So it's all about creating, you know, an emotional contact with what we're doing. And for some, it might just be, filling up the tank. That's painful every time they go to the pump. It's a lot of money out of their pocket. Groceries could be that, people are struggling to buy the quality food that keeps you healthy.
so do the 1x2 and the fast track always go? I mean, you wouldn't have a groceries club, a car club, and a fast track. You'd have the 1x2, the fast track, and then some other club.
Right. Yeah. And
I mean, you always need the.
if that's too
I
confusing, we
couldn't
can,
understand.
huh?
Well, I couldn't understand why do you always need the 1x2 matrix and the fast track, and then it doesn't matter what the other club is. That's what I was trying to understand.
Well, let me ask you this. Would it be less confusing if we eliminated the names off of the clubs and just called it a unilevel a unilevel uh so you'd have the 1x2, the fast track, and the unilevel.
So the unilevel is like the different clubs.
That's right. Yeah, the unilevel is
Oh, okay, okay, I
okay.
get it.
So the light bulb
That
just went
makes
on.
total
Okay.
sense. I couldn't figure it out because I couldn't. Why are we sometimes calling it that and sometimes calling it the other? So I didn't get that the different clubs. I belonged to several of them, but I
Uh-huh.
didn't know that they were called the unilevel.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I apologize. And like I said, this is a team effort. If you've
Yeah.
got suggestions, ways that we can make this even better, our ears are always open. We're always listening. So, feel free to, let us know. And even on these calls, raise your hand, unmute yourself, and let us know. All right. I'm glad we got that answered, Christina.
No question is a dumb question. You've always said it. So thank you.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Michael Johnson.
Yeah, John, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. You were talking about Flair, and I just wanted to say that, people can withdraw Flair in the back office. So they can start maybe, socking away $5 worth of Flair every week or whatever as they're earning money. And it, like you were saying, it's seems to be a very promising investment, long range. And that's all I wanted to say, John.
Yeah, there is a trading feature on our wallet um, where you can actually, trade your USDT for Flare. So yeah, if you want to do that, you can do that right there. So the way if you're going to withdraw automatically, the way we've got it set up is to do that USDT, and then you just simply convert the USDT to Flare. Not a big deal, uh, but it just helps to streamline things on our part. Yes, I would definitely, start looking into, Flare, maybe a few of the other altcoins, alternative coins. Um, I mean, even investing in Bitcoin and Ethereum are probably good investments. It's just that they're not going to, potentially 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times uh, or more in a relatively short period of time based upon the level they've already climbed to 10 times 118,000, and it will. I have no doubt that Bitcoin will go that high. I just think that if you've got a small amount of money, you say you're investing $100 in Bitcoin and it goes to 10 times, that's only $1,000. But if you invest $100 into a coin that increases 1,000 times or 10,000 times, then it starts turning into a significant amount of money. Okay, any other questions? All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap it up. One of the reasons we created BDM wasn't just to help people make money, it was to help millions of people transition into the crypto world safely, confidently, and fast enough to get in front of the biggest financial wave of our lifetime. Now think about it, folks. If Bitcoin has made more millionaires, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies has made more millionaires and billionaires than any other single thing, and in a far shorter time period. And there's only 4% of the world right now that own cryptocurrency. How many more millionaires and billionaires will be created when it goes to 10% of the world population holding cryptocurrency? And then by the time 10% of the population has cryptocurrency, what you're going to see is a huge tsunami. Everybody's going to want to catch up. We got behind. We missed the wave. We got to get in. You see that attitude. And if you don't do it now, you'll do it then. The only thing is if you do it now, your chances of making that legacy income are far greater than if you wait a year, 2 years, 5 years down the road. Anyway, the window is open, but it gradually closes as time goes on. Right now there are emerging cryptocurrencies that are still favorable, still under the radar, still within your reach, but they won't stay that way. We built BDM as a bridge, a simple, duplicatable system that gives everyday people the cash flow, the access, and the education to move with speed, to enter the crypto space, to buy digital assets while they're still affordable, and to leverage that into a legacy that can transform families for generation. I mean, you can literally create a legacy with just BDM by itself, but if you're smart and you do that, and then you take some of that what you earned there and purchase several different cryptocurrencies, be wise, do some studying, and we may give you some guidance as what we think might be good coins to get involved with. You really have an opportunity here, folks, that has never existed since the world began. This is bigger than commissions. It's about positioning yourself and your loved ones for a future that looks radically different than your past. You've prayed, you've waited, you've hoped. Well, now it's time to move. So don't let this moment pass you by. Join the mission, sow the seed, get in the flow. Better Deals and Money isn't just our name, it's our assignment And we believe your harvest is already in motion. So, again, thank you for being here. Let's go build something that lasts. Welcome to the movement. Welcome to BDM. With that, we'll say good night. See you again on Thursday. God bless. Have a good night.